So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the aging process. Now, so many people want to stay looking young forever. You know, there's so many different ads, so many different commercials online of, oh, you know, you want to look young again? Use this or use that. Use this ingredient, use this supplement. Where in reality is, there are certain ways to beat the system. There are certain ways to defeat this process of aging quick or aging at all when you become older. Generally speaking, when you become older and you become a certain age, I mean, it just happens, you know, you start getting older, you get wrinkly skin, your bones start losing traction, your joints are all screwed up. What happens is you just grow old and weak, and it shows down the road. But I have seen, and I'm not joking you when I say this, I have seen 75, 80, 85-year-olds look like they're literally 40 years younger than they actually are. And it's insane, but what happens is at that point, I was very shocked, and I'm just like, all right, I need to start doing some research. And I took many years and years of research when it comes to the aging process and trying to look still young even though you're older, and really at the end of the day try to look like you are 20, 25, 30 years younger than you actually are, depending on your age, of course. But if you do certain things that I'm going to tell you about now, I'm not going to go into huge specifics. I know a lot. I'm not going to be spreading everything that's in here right now and just tell the whole world everything, but I just want to let you guys know that there are factors to the aging process, and in order to look young still, there are ways you can do it. Now, number one is exercise itself. Stay exercising, and that contributes to health, you know. So if you stay exercising during your years and you know you stay active, walks or just moving, consistently moving, you know, stay active, get kinetic. That's my logo, you know, that's my saying, because you want to stay active consistently. You want to always stay active, you know, you want to always stay moving and staying active, and that's the key goal to exercise. So staying active, get kinetic, you know, it means stay moving consistently and stay on the grind, you know. And if you stay on the grind for a while, years and years will pass where you're like, wow, you know, some people might go up to you and be like, wow, you don't look that age, you look 5 years younger than you are. It's because you're exercising. That's number one. Number two, I'm not saying supplements, but what I'm trying to get at is herbs and spices, you know. The ancient Greeks, the Egyptians, they used that, and you know, they lived to 100 plus because they were using herbs, spices, medicinal things. They were doing rituals with these spices and herbs, and they were putting it in their system, and it flushes out all these toxins, all this bad bacteria in your system, and it literally eliminates the aging process by many years, you know. And they didn't even like really exercise back in the day. They were staying moving, they were doing work, they were putting things together. But what I'm trying to say is they were putting this in their system daily, and what happened was they grow old, but they weren't really growing old. They looked like they were still in their 30s, 40s. Some of them even look like they were in their 20s and they're like 90. I'm like, whoa. So the reason why is because they're putting these in, and it has so many ingredients that are beneficial for the human body that it disrupts the reality of the human organisms. What you're supposed to be doing, you're supposed to be aging, you know. But if you actually take these ingredients, these supplements, these herbs, these spices — I'm not really saying supplements because that gets a bad name nowadays, you know. Supplements could be anything. Supplements can be, you know, the whey protein mix or all this other stuff that's in like pre-workouts, you know. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you know, the actual spices and herbs that these ancient Romans, these Egyptians, these Greeks, what they used back in the day. And you know, what happens is it flushes out all this bacteria, all the stuff that will really age you fast. And you know, it gives them energy too. It not only boosts their confidence and their energy levels, but it's a mind thing, you know? Of course, everything is good when cardiovascular is healthy. You know, your cardiovascular health is very important. So your healthy heart is amazing, and of course it helps that too. But I'm saying mainly focus, the brain, and you know, a healthy brain is the key to a lot of things in life. So focus is a natural ingredient in the human body that people need. You know, the two most important is the brain and the heart. So, and those supplements, keep saying supplements, those ingredients, those herbs, are very helpful when it comes to that. So I say that those things are major when it comes to exercise. So staying active, you know, just always consistently stay moving. And then the herbs and spices. And there's certain herbs and spices that are better than others, you know. Got to do your research, of course. But at the end of the day, you do those, and boom. The aging process is really, really not good for certain people, because what happens is they kill their body. What I mean by that is they're hurting it each and every day. They're eating the wrong foods. They're hurting their body. They're not working out, and they're smoking. They're drinking. They're putting all this toxic shit in their body, and that's why it's hurting them. So stay away from that. Stay active and take some nice herbs and spices, and let's see what happens. You know, I mean, down the road, I guarantee that it will disrupt the aging process. And even if you're 80 years old, you're gonna look like you're 25. So that's all I gotta say. And stay active, get kinetic.